Well, I decided to take Leonard Cohen's songs after they moved me again, I think. That was the deciding factor for me.
Suzanne takes you down to a place near the river.
So the idea to choose Cohen songs came from simply that they spoke to me in a very deep way, but also in a very, let's say, now way, not a distant way.
That come all the way from China.
I don't think that the choice of making Leonard Cohen's music sound a little like earlier music is an intellectual choice. I think it's just the experience that we bring with our musical experience and Joel's musical experience that he brings into the music that he performs. The point is, I think, finding making the music your own in a way.
I titled the program in English "A Day with Suzanne," which is something, a rough translation of Suzanne un jour, and it's kind of where my starting point was for this project with this song Suzanne. I was sure I wanted to do that from Leonard Cohen, and then I looked around for somehow a theme that I could relate it to, and I remembered, because I've sung it, and there are so many. It was such a famous chanson in the Renaissance, this chanson of Orlando di Lasso called Suzanne un jour. And I realized as I worked on it, actually, I don't think I planned everything right away, but I realized I could put the pieces together musically. I realized there were even some tonalities, and I realized, or I experimented with many ways, taking motives like, parts of themes from the chanson and putting them with the Cohen song, for instance, in a kind of a walking bass in the third verse, or in other places in the accompaniment, mostly taking motives from the Orlando di Lasso and putting them on the others, on the Cohen.
I think there's a complexity in Cohen's songs that, let's say, reflect, many different feelings or different ideas, different images. And I feel like in the texts that you find in the Renaissance, in the French chanson, or they manage, when they're mixed, it's like the chanson kind of conveys one overall feeling or emotion that does happen in the Cohen songs. So in a way, it's like, I feel like the Renaissance song is like an echo of something that happens in the Cohen song, of one of the layers or something like this. Yeah.
I always, I need to find something that interests me, some way of bringing then those songs to life in a different way. Because I think a project like this can shine new light on both eras, can bring the idea, maybe it's not even so much to bring the eras together, although that's what I'm doing, but to maybe just show that they're not so far apart in a way. I think certainly through the songs of a master songwriter, singer-songwriter, storyteller, troubadour, chansonnier, like Leonard Cohen, we have a feeling of locating ourselves. I think it's about, in that sense, perhaps these songs, when they move us so much, they bring us completely into the moment.
You've touched her perfect body with your mind. Que de forcer